So for college algebra, we're starting to have some word problem questions dealing with conic sections. And there's two types that I'm going to look at this time. Both deal with a bridge. One would have a semi-elliptical bridge. There we go. It's going to give us some measurement for its height and some measurement for the length across. Called semi-elliptical because we see half an ellipse here. The other type is going to have a parabolic arch or bridge. Something along these lines. With our top right here, they will give us a height and a distance across. The main difference between the two of these is how we choose to address it. If we see something that's semi-elliptical, we're going to put the center of our ellipse at the point 0, 0, which means the left-right axis, usually the major axis in these, is going to be half the distance across, so A is half of the length, and then B would equal the height of the tunnel. With the parabolic, we're going to put 0, 0 at an arbitrary point right here, and it's not really arbitrary. It's directly under the middle of the arch, so it's halfway between the two sides, and the arch's middle is right here, which will give us a vertex of 0, whatever the height of the arch is. So the specific case that I'm looking at right here gave us 160 feet across at the base and 40 feet high. So, in this case, my vertex is 0, 40. And we're pointing down, so I know P is going to be negative. And furthermore, we have the form x minus the x value of the vertex squared is equal to 4 times P times y minus the y value of the vertex. So the question is, what's P? But it turns out that's not a great way to address it. What would be really nice is we notice right here and right here our x-intercepts are the points 80, 0, and negative 80, 0. Whoops, forgot my 0. Because it's 160 feet across, and this is the midway point. That means we go 80 that way and 80 that way. So I can plug that in. And I know that 80 squared is equal to 4p times 0 minus 40. And some quick solve. 8 times 8 is 64, a couple zeros. 4 times negative 40 is negative 160. And that will go in negative 40 times is P, which also, coincidentally, this did not have to happen, but it tells us that this 0, 0 happens to be the focus of this particular problem. Well, that tells me the archway has an equation x squared is equal to 4 times P is negative 160. Pardon me. 4 times P is negative 160. Y minus 40. And then I can find the height of the arch at any particular point. If it says, for instance, 30 feet from the center, I move 30 feet over and my x value is 30. If it says 30 feet from the edge or 20 feet from the edge, I will subtract 20 from that 80. So if it said 30 feet from the edge, then x is going to be 80 minus 30, which is 50. And I plug it in here, and that will find me a y value. So I hope this video helps out a little with these. Ooh, let's go back here and actually do a ellipse. In the ellipse, let's say we have an ellipse that is 60 feet wide and 18 feet tall. Then by making my center 0, 0, I have something that's of the form x squared over an unknown plus y squared over an unknown is equal to 1. What's my unknown? Well, 18 feet tall, that is my distance up and down, so that's going to be under y, 18 squared. If my whole length is 60, then this distance right here is going to be 30. So the number under x is 30 squared. And here I have the equation of my ellipse. If I want to find the height 15 feet from the center, then my x value will be 15. If I want to find the height, let's say, 10 feet from the side, then I'm going to let x be 30 minus 10. So I hope this video helps out on getting us started on application problems.